Hey everybody, welcome back. Yes, back from Florida, and time to get busy on the 1997.3 IDI diesel crew cab. Right now, she won't start. I did pump the tire up on it, but she won't start, just barely turn over. So I got the battery charger on her. Actually, it's been on there for just a little bit. Let's go see if she'll crank over. Not bad out today. Right now, it's, I don't know what it is, probably in the lower to middle 50s. Supposed to be up in the 70s here shortly. But also a little breezy and a chance of rain. So, climb in here. We'll see what she'll do. Gotta wait for the glow plugs to kick on, and better turn the radio down. We'll see if she'll fire up here. Come on, girl. There we go. I'm gonna get the battery charger off of it and just let her sit here in idle for a little while. Also got to pull the green truck out of the shop. We're gonna pull this in there and see how bad the bed bolts are on it. So just gonna let it sit here in idle and get warmed up, and I'll bring it back in just a minute. Well, we've had that truck out there idling for a little while now, so time to get this girl backed out of here so I can pull it in here and we can take a look at what we're dealing with. All right, so we got the 7.3 diesel in here. Also got a few cats in here. They need to get out. All right, come on guys, out. Oh, they keep coming in. All right, I'm gonna have to do this manually. Gotta shut this door. Let me get the cats out of here and we'll see what we're looking at here. So I was wondering, I thought it looked like, just the way this was kind of bubbling up and stuff, that this bedside had body filler in it, and it had a lot. You can see right there how much, and it's rusty underneath. I don't know if it was that way when body filler was put on. I don't know. Doesn't look to me like it had patch panels put on, but like this magnet will just barely stick, and this is a pretty strong magnet. Just barely stick right there, as like compared to up here. Just nothing there. Other side's the same way. My I've got an old sanding disc on this thing, but I'll show you on the other side. I gotta get my air hose stretched out just a little bit. Hold on. Okay, if you can see, it's kind of dark here, but this side was even worse. Oh, you can even see, hold on, right here. It's just, look at that. Just, I think it's all body filler. Air compressor might take out, yeah, just all body filler underneath here. You can see how deep it was too. There's a lot of filler on there. So this bed has had some work done on it. I think it was pretty good work, but it looks like maybe from right up here and across and down in here. Where'd my magnet go? Not that it really matters because we're not keeping the bed anyway, but I mean, it won't hardly even, just barely stick here. Back here, still not very good. Not like back there. Anyway, like I said, it doesn't really matter. We're not keeping these anyway. As far as the bed, this bed is shot. As far as the bed goes, I got underneath this thing, and like I said in my little quick update video, I think there's only 4 bolts holding the bed on. Got one there, one on the other side. The ones in the middle are gone, and then got I still have a cat in here, but still got these 2 up here. So really just 4 bed bolts, and I got underneath there. Not going to be too hard to get to. These front ones are going to be real easy to get to. The ones back here, let me grab my flashlight. Okay, so the ones back here, let's see, they line up. Let's see, got one right there which lines up. It's right down here. There's the hitch on here, has a bracket that goes across. Let me crawl underneath here. And of course they attach to the frame, and the bolt I'm talking about, if you can see it, it's right there, right up in there. So I'm going to take some penetrating oil. I'm going to spray those. I think I can get to that one, you know, not from straight below, but with a swivel I think I can get to it. Hopefully they'll come right out. I think the front ones, they look like they're going to be real easy to get to. And then we got some wiring back here. Gotta take some wiring apart, and that's about it. And the bed should come off. The other thing we have to do, I know the lighting isn't very good, especially on this side, over here on the gas tanks. You got to take those little bolts out. Sometimes I think you can't see, and you can, and I shine a light and that makes it even worse. There's 3, should be three of these little bolts in there. You got to take those off, gas cap off on each one of the fuel filler necks, and pull them out of there. I do want to keep the tail lights off of it, just because, I don't know, I may put different ones on there, but you can clean these up pretty darn well, and I'd like to save those if I can, so I'm going to take those off. Tailgate's not in very good shape. Not horribly bad, but enough that I would want something different. Not sure what wiring may be going up to that guy. So a little bit of work to do, but I think for tonight anyway, I am going to soak those bolts soak them with penetrating fluid and see if I can just get them out of there. If not, I'll just cut them out. Not a big deal. I also think this wonderful addition here, I think I'm going to take a Sawzall and just cut this off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen up the bed, and Kitty, you need to be quiet, but I'm not sure if I can just pull it off. I think I got the one off my green truck all by myself, but we'll see. I'm not worried about damaging it. I don't want this going, you know, falling forward, hitting the cab or breaking the window or anything like that. What I'm thinking of doing is getting all those bolts loose, and then getting the loader tractor, just hooking a chain onto it, picking it up and taking it out back. In my quick update video, I said I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but I may just save it, because like back in here, this is good metal back in here. I can use that to patch some things up. So as far as the tailgate, I'm going to get that off of here, and I'm going to pull these off and try to get the bed off tomorrow. So I've got this cut pretty well through. I think I can just bend it off of here now without hitting the window. There we go. Well, I just need to get the tailgate off of here. I'm gonna lay it in the back. And then, like I said, I want to save the tail lights, so let's see if we can get them off of here. Maybe I should just use a screwdriver instead of this. We'll see. Got 2 more screws in here. Where am I looking? Okay, one right there and one right there. So we need to get them off of there. And I hope I'm not blocking the camera too much here. Is this gonna work or not? Okay, so on this one down here, it did not want to come. So I did have to take some vice grips and grab onto the head of it, twist it a little bit. I think it's gonna come out now. If I can get my drill this position right. There we go. And then these should just pull right out of here, I think. Got a couple of connectors here. All right, so I got both of the tail lights, well, the lenses anyway. I got both of them out. God, those bulbs are just be a lot brighter. Just clean them off. But anyway, got both of those out. This one came out a whole lot easier. And I'm gonna get underneath this girl and spray the bolts and nuts with some penetrating oil. Let it sit overnight, probably spray them again in the morning, and hopefully get this bed off in the morning, or at least tomorrow afternoon. We'll see. And then we'll get to work on it. After I get the bed off, we're gonna get to work on the frame. I'll explain all that here later, but I think that's all I'm gonna do here for tonight, and head up to the house, get something to eat, enjoy the evening, get back down here in the morning. I'm getting excited to work on that truck. I'll catch you all in the morning. Alrighty, so it is the next day, and I have been under this thing. There are just four bed bolts holding this on. That one over there, and 2 up in the front. And I've sprayed them with penetrating oil. And then also on the fuel neck, there's 3 screws. One down there at the bottom, and you can barely see it. There's one back there, and can't see that one. There's 2 up. There's 2 up on top, 1 down on the bottom, and I got back up behind there and I sprayed them down. So we're gonna try to get all those off. I really can't show that very well. Just I don't have the lighting and everything to get down underneath the truck, show getting those bolts off. But basically it's just taking 4 nuts off, and then we'll try to get the fuel necks off. Well, I just got underneath this thing to see what size nuts it had on these bed bolts. Are 18 millimeter. This guy right here, though, I think we're already going to have problems. He's already going to turn. It does catch. Maybe I'll have some luck, but I have a feeling I'm going to end up having to cut the heads of these off. Let's see if the other one's the same way. I was hoping maybe they'd be stuck. That one's solid. Solid. That one seems to be solid as well. I don't know, we'll try it, but I imagine it's just going to spin, and then I'll have to cut the head of it off or something, which not a huge deal, just a little time consuming. So I'm gonna get to work on this, and I'll tell you what I had to do. But yeah, this ought to be fun. Okay, so far this is what's going on. I've got the back two. The nut came off of this one real easy. This one over here, I had to take a I took a ratchet and took that ratchet, that pipe, and I've been using 2 extensions, a swivel, and an 18 millimeter socket. Ratchet and the pipe, I broke it loose, then I zipped it off with the air gun. These 2 up in the front, that one's spinning as well. So I think I'm gonna get a cutting wheel and just try to cut those heads off, pound them through. Okay, so really now all that I have left to do to get this bed off without, well, probably need to get some stuff out of the back, but I just gotta undo probably can't see. Undo there's 3 screws that hold the filler neck in on both these tanks. Get those out, and we're gonna get this bed off. So let's do that. And it's the next day, and like I showed last night, I got the bed pretty well off. All I have left to do on this is there's just a little bit of wiring that needs to be unhooked back here, not very much, and then I'm gonna go get the tractor. Well, after I clean all my stuff out of the back of this, go get the tractor and pull this bed off. Well, I got the truck backed out and the loader tracked over. It's a beaut of a tractor. I'll show you that real quick. If you've seen any of my farming videos, you've probably seen this on the auger or something, but I thought this was a 67. I think it's actually a 65, so it's what, 56 years old. It's a 4020. Doesn't say anywhere on it, but she keeps running. But anyway, I am not sure the best way to do this. If I should try coming in from this direction or if I should come in on this side. Let me figure that out here and get back to you. Well, I've got this truck back in the shop. I did get the bed off of the 1990 Crew Cab 7.3 diesel. You might have seen a little bit of that. I don't know how much I'm going to show of that. It fought me. Might pick up a little bit of wind noise here, but it fought me bad. What the issue was is well, it was mainly this bolt right here. The head wasn't cut off far enough to go down through. That one gave me a little bit, actually lifted that side off, and then it didn't want to come off again, but it didn't come out too bad. I took the air chisel to it and knocked a couple corners off of the head of the bolt there, but this one caused me a heck of a lot of trouble. I finally got it out, and I gave up on recording because it was just fighting me so bad. But now she won't start. I have a fuel. I was beating around on her pretty good. I also dented the cab here just a little bit. I think I can probably get back in there and push it out. Not real noticeable anyway. Scuffed it up on that side, but that's just cosmetic, so no big deal. But I do have, somehow I've got a couple right in there. Those are plastic. At least they feel like plastic. Cracked fuel lines. So I think I'm sucking air and it just won't, she just won't start. So I pulled the other truck back inside. I don't know what the weather's gonna do. Right now it's pretty warm out. I'm actually wearing shorts right now. It's like in the 70s today. It's supposed to be 73 tomorrow. But it looks like it might rain or something. But anyway, really not too bad. Take the needle scaler and clean all this off, paint it up, and figure out what I'm going to do for a bed on it. But I'm going to have to fix that. I haven't even looked to see where you can get these fuel line things. But she did fire up and then she just died. So anyway, that's what's going on with that right now. I did get the bed off, and that's what she looks like. She's pretty, but we'll get her fixed up. And that thing, that took me a while to get that darn bed off, and I was getting a little frustrated. And we'll be doing a lot more on the 7.3 Crew Cab here real soon. I'm really into that truck. I'm looking forward to getting some work done on that. So if you would give this video a big old thumbs up, comments, they can go down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll catch you next time. Bye bye.